Hey, how you doing guys? ZDEyE here. So I just wanted to have a general conversation regarding what I have seen from the Ubisoft Forward. And by the way, so as you can expect, there was only really 3 big games, at least that I'm interested. Watch Dogs Legion, Assassin's Creed, Valhalla, and lastly Far Cry 6. Now unfortunately there were absolutely no surprises. At least not to me, since Far Cry 6 has been leaked, Assassin's Creed has been leaked, in some sort of degree Watch Dogs Legion was also leaked. And mind you, also this is very weird, the release dates. Absolutely awful release dates, I'm telling you. Maybe not so much for the Watch Dogs Legion, because that's actually coming out in the October, I believe 29th, well the end of October anyway. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is coming out in the middle of November, in the same week as Cyberpunk 2077. Now I understand it's a completely different genre and different aspects of the game, but Assassin's Creed Valhalla will get obliterated by Cyberpunk. That's just a guarantee. You will definitely, like Ubisoft will definitely lose some sales on that, 100%. Even though it's a different, revenue. It's still 2 giant games pretty much coming out, especially one that's just off the caliber for like a decade that people were looking forward to. I think Ubisoft need to reconsider about the release dates, about the especially Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Watch Dogs Legion is good time to release it, because they definitely need to release it before Cyberpunk, because that just gives us a taste for Cyberpunk to expect and what to play. And man oh man, Ubisoft did a bad thing releasing the game on the same month as, well, the big game, Cyberpunk. And anyway, what I have seen from, let's just start off from, a lot less actually, even more, a lot less that we know about is Far Cry 6, and what I think about it. Now, obviously, I did not see the gameplay. I did see a few in-game screenshots, if you can call them in-game, I do not know. I do know, like for example, your main character that you choose to be female or male will finally have a voice. Thank God. The voice and the characters need to be here from now on. There should be no mute characters, like ever. That's just an outdated, idea, a style. And the cinematic-wise, the tease more or less, it looks fantastic, very, very well done in terms of the CGI, sort of say cutscene to trailer. Unfortunately, that does not give us anything to base on. Even though it is coming out, I believe it was on 18th of February 2021. I definitely expected this game to come out, and I definitely expected to come out for it to come out early of the 2021 as well. Like I said already at the beginning of the commentary, that there was no surprise, unfortunately, because, well, thanks to the leaked trailers and leaked stuff anyway. That just sucks, in my personal opinion. Let's get into Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now that game was, it had some issues. Now, in terms of the gameplay and people that were having a go at it and having to try it, a lot of people said that the combat is extremely janky, and something about it that just was not really clicking with them. A lot of people. Don't get me wrong, as long as if you have liked Origins or if you have liked Odyssey, then you definitely will like this game. And I'm one of them. I definitely will like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. There's a lot of aspects of the Witcher, especially in the exploration when you're on a horse and you're just like, going on a sightseeing or you're to your next quest. Yeah, that has a lot of the taking similar as, I'm not too sure, systems or some kind of design or the inspiration. Yeah, from The Witcher 3, that's for sure. And even though, what's kind of funny, what's weird, I've seen the gameplay on 1080p quality, 60 FPS, but even if you don't mod The Witcher 3, but The Witcher 3 still looks better. Like, how does that work? And the gameplay and the rig that they have been supporting to play the games on was like a top of the tier rig that people got to experience the game and having gaming moments with these games anyway. It just does not make sense how the hell The Witcher 5-year-old game looks still better than, well, at this point will be 6 in a few more months. still looks better than the game coming out in 2020. Mind you, they're both in the similar aspects of things. As an example, like a melee, a third person, that sort of thing and everything like that. And it's just mind-boggling. Now I understand we are talking about Ubisoft. They never really go out on their way at actually making a proper, super optimized game and actually care what they do. Like the animations, as an example, it seems like there are some issues, especially interactions face to face. Yeah, that looks like a doll literally having a conversation. For like SkillUp has a good, put up a good point of view, so to say, right? It's a wind-up doll, basically. You wind it up and they just have a conversation. Yeah, there are problems with the game. I'm definitely noticing. It's the same thing in the Odyssey that was, showcased here too. Now, in terms of the gameplay, the combat, I should definitely get into that. Like I already touched on a little bit, it's janky, very janky. In fact, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Thankfully, we still have quite a few more months to go until a lot of things can be polished up. Lags and glitches and bugs will be, squashed more or less. And yeah, that definitely can be expected to be having major improvements. Also, I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to that. For example, I'm still gonna be getting the game, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, I cannot be for sure if I would want to get it now on day one, because to be honest with you, yet another game actually took over my excitement. Yeah, absolutely unrealistic in my case, because I thought that I would like Assassin's Creed Valhalla more than Watch Dogs Legion. But since Watch Dogs Legion has been delayed and they had so many improvements done too, like every individual character finally has different aspects of the inventory. For example, a construction worker, he wouldn't really have weaponry, but he can have a nail gun, right? In terms of the melee, he can have a wrench this time around. A lot of other people will not have, as long as you choose whoever you want to play as. And that's just insane. Watch Dogs Legion has more of my excitement than Assassin's Creed Valhalla. What? For me, it usually would never be like this. Even though I really like Watch Dogs games, like Watch Dogs 1, I actually like more the Watch Dogs 2. But this is insane. To see this and to completely change my mind about something, it's incredible. Now, again, like I said, it's been delayed. I had way more time to do. There's a lot of polishing, a lot of customizations, a lot of things that they could have added into the game, and they have. And they're all the best aspects of the game. Now, one thing's for sure, I definitely wanted to mention, the quality in terms of the facial animations. At least that seems better than Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But yet, it's not up to the tier like a high, next-gen graphics. And like they said, everyone pretty much said this, do not expect next-gen graphics on the PlayStation 5 or the Series X, because to be honest, they really can't go any further than this, unless if they completely redesign the engine and go with almost like a CGI approach. After the CGI approach, you can go real-life approach. And that will be very taxing and very demanding on 4i consoles. I don't believe even PlayStation 5 or the Series X capable of handling that. But yes, that game is coming out at the end of the October. I'm definitely going to be picking it up on day one. I'm actually very surprised to see how good the game actually looks now. It seems like it got some color redesigns and lighting effects. That is actually very good news in my opinion. I definitely enjoyed that, and the game looks fantastic in my opinion. Again, man, I cannot wait, that's for sure. I'm gonna be intrigued to playing it. I can see some aspects that's like, oh my god, could this be kind of repetitive? Could this be kind of not interesting? Maybe. But still, for example, the changes to a permadeath. You actually have an option now. Basically, you can, when your character dies, you have a choice. If you want this character to come back, or you want this character to die completely, but obviously you would have had an option to do so at the beginning of the game. So that's actually pretty nice. A lot of people, if you want to have a little bit more of a realistic approach, then obviously go with a permadeath. But so, realistic in video games, that's really up to you, however you want to go about it and how you want to play as well. Okay, I don't believe there's anything else except that other Ubisoft Forward game, the Battle Royale game. I believe it was called Hyperscape. totally not interested. I'm done with Battle Royale games. I'm just not interested. Oh, I did forget to mention, for example, that a short movie animation that has been done for Watch Dogs Legion, it looks pretty good in terms of the trailer and with the showcase that they tried to do. It's not really like a CGI, but also it has a very visual style. It looks great. It just looked phenomenal in my personal opinion. And anyway, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to mention for today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys all later. Like and subscribe. And as always, yeah, have a good one.